La Melandrina and Lady Outflanker in. Calicagathia, the orange colors. Shameless. Wachacha. Pleasant Memory. Your Fantasy, 2-1. Mile, second wire. One turn mile, lined up at Laurel. In they're off. Bit of a bobble for Calicagathia. Shameless, Your Fantasy, and Lady Outflanker, La Melandrina all breaking together. Calicagathia is right there in the early mix as they sort out, ahead of Wachacha and late running Pleasant Memory. As usual, the back of the pack, some 7 or 8 lengths off of La Melandrina. La Melandrina shows the way. Lady Outflanker tracking the target. Calicagathia is in third. Then Shameless 3 wide in fourth. Wachacha early run, an inside run too is Wachacha coming through in that second flight. Down to the rail is the gray. Your Fantasy is in the second group of runners too, but 5 wide, heading for the far turn run, and Pleasant Memory still last and 9 off the pace. 4.5 to go to the second wire. La Melandrina, Calicagathia, right there too is Shameless, and Wachacha continues an inside bid. Lady Outflanker in that mix too in between horses, and Your Fantasy continues widest out, and Pleasant Memory now trying to unwind. Midway on the turn, La Melandrina the one to catch. Lady Outflanker, Wachacha, Your Fantasy far outside. Calicagathia is next. They turn for home with La Melandrina more than a quarter of a mile from the second wire, trying to go on with it. Lady Outflanker, Your Fantasy to the inside is Wachacha. Down to that last 3/16 of a mile, headed to the second wire. Your Fantasy quickens up on the outside. Now, Pleasant Memory in the center of the track, leveling off quite nicely. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Pleasant Memory to the attack. Your Fantasy shifting out a bit there. Your Fantasy, Pleasant Memory, Your Fantasy, Pleasant Memory. Your Fantasy holding off Pleasant Memory. Your Fantasy wins it by a head. Pleasant Memory, Lady Outflanker. $142.81. Photo. Your Fantasy, Joshua Navarro up. For John Caulfield, Michael Blake Trainer, 5-year-old mare by Yes It's True and a Vogue Girl by Souvenir Copy. Bred in Kentucky by Stan Stefanski. Rodney Nardelli, Kim Nardelli. Time 1:42.81. Jockey objection in this race, the rider of the two-lady outflanker, Grant Whitaker. Third place finisher, claims foul against 7. Your Fantasy, the unofficial winner, and jockey Joshua Navarro, alleging interference in the stretch. 2 against the 7, hold all tickets.